All right. Okay. Okay. Starting today's stream, we're going to build a Matrix Carnival TKL. I haven't even unboxed it yet, so you guys are starting and doing everything with me from the start. I do have a bunch of tactiles that I'm thinking about which one I'm going to do. HMX Sorrow V2s, Wave Riders, the Wingtree Purple Teas, the Icy Ice Mango Berries, and the Nanas. So, got a little HMX, got some Wingtree, got some Bee Sun. I think the Icy Ice are Huano, maybe? I forget. So, put those off to the side, and let's get unboxing. And let me sip a little whiskey with my pinky out. Yes, it is a mouse that is shaped like a gun. Hold on. Actually, let me turn something on here and bring it closer to the mic. So this little thing actually moves, and it's full auto and semi-auto. It's ridiculous. What's going on, everybody? What's up, Shadow? Ferg? Godson? What's going on? Okay. What are we drinking? You know, I thought that was going to be a question, so I brought the bottle just to show. I have some Suntory Hakushu 12 that I'm sipping on right now. Japanese whiskey is my specialty. That's another thing that I'm extremely knowledgeable about. So, if you ever have any questions or any recommendations, I got you. Okay. Let's unbox this thing. Come on. So by the way, this is the red flash color in small Windows keyless. It did come with its own, and the default plate is only plate mount, but I'm not going to use these ones. I'm going to use these TTC stabilizers here. So we'll see how these guys work. I like them in my, I have a ND 104 full size from Chilkey at work, and they worked out really, really well in that board. So, yeah, let's rock them out. Okay. Little 10th anniversary thing. Oh, you know what? I forgot to turn on some extra lighting that I have here. All right. I'm not going to use that. Okay. Matrix usually has some extras in here and some stuff. I know, right? I do wish they had 7U support. They are really good, but the not having 7U is really, really, really a bummer. So I'm just gonna cut these. Let's just take the board out first. Okay. All right. Damn, that looks good. Yeah, I would have done this stream a little while ago, but unfortunately, this color was delayed in China. So I have a Chinese Connect, and yeah, it was delayed, unfortunately. So some of the color, like most of the colors, were not delayed, but the one I chose, the Red Flash, happened to be one of the delayed colors. So should have had the board a month ago, but you know, it is what it is. It doesn't seem like anything in this hobby releases on time. So, first thing I'm going to do is open this thing up and get this foam out of here. So, let's do that first. Thanks, Nana, for the big ups on the color. Let's see here. Is that it? Perfect pick in the first try. Absolutely. Agreed. How's everybody doing today? And once again, thank y'all for joining. Okay. Da, 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 da. Only 4 screws. This may not be that long of a build. Oh. Interesting. So it looks like it has some, almost like its own force brake. And also, wait a minute. Is there some magnetization here? Hold on. I don't know. Feels like it somewhere. All right. I'm going to put that down. Default plate is alu. I'm going to keep it that way. I am not going to install the, looks like polycarbonate came with it as well. That ain't happening. Sorry, foam lovers, but I am not one of them. Take you out as well. What do you think? Should I install the standoffs? Yay. Let me see if it had standoffs. Yeah, they did. Should I install the standoffs? What do you guys think? Yay or nay? I will take that as a nay. What's up, Faraz? So, let me put this to the... Yeah. Let's do it without. So I'm going to put this to the side for now. Focus on the PCB. And yeah, let's get these stabilizers in. What is this mouse? Everybody. It's a Ragnarok. Ragnarok. Ergo Strike 7. And yes, I'll show for you that it does do some like full auto. semi-auto. If you hold it and take this off, it's a little louder. Yeah. I actually, so, you know, the people that know me, a lot of people that know me know that my one of my first and most ridiculously expensive hobbies is firearms. I am also a certified firearms instructor, if you did not know that. And so I was actually looking for a mouse that was like vertical, something that would keep my hand in like this position. Like I have some ergos at work that keep my hand in like this, and I find normal mice after all these years of like, you know, gaming, mouse and keyboard. You know, I started young, guys. Like, you know, I was playing, you know, Doom and Wolfenstein when I was, you know, in like the 90s. So like these wrists got some miles on it, and I work in IT, and said, you know what, let me go with some ergos. And then I said, you know what, now the ergo kind of turning my hand this way, I'm starting to feel it again. So I wanted to find something that moved my hand this way. I found this damn thing, and it just kind of fits my my, you know, personality. So what's up, Navid? I was going to hit you up earlier today and see how you're doing. Let me just focus on this. Navid, question for you. You getting the Blaine? Anybody getting the Blaine that just went up for sale today from, was that Cannon Keys? That's awesome. As I told you, Navid, mine had a little bit of a rough day yesterday, but she is 100% back to normal. I know. I mean, I kind of feel like it. I mean, it's kind of in the name to me, like Blaine, you know, Jane. Um, I don't know. I like the look of it. Um, the Alex Otos video didn't necessarily like win me over, but I don't know. Doesn't seem like horribly priced. We shall see. All right. Cool. Let me think here. I'm thinking HMX Saru. Yeah, I'm thinking Saru. Saru V2s. Yeah. Overall, not wowed by it. Yeah. I feel you, man. I'm kind of there, but not 100% sure. What up, Vice? Sorrows are spectacular. They are super good. Go post. I like doing 4 pillars first. Okay. Oh, let me show you on the board my F1. These, take these out here real quick. These are the hollow tip prototypes from Keebs and Cable. They're still working on them, so some people I've shared kind of in private chats my current sound tests. I don't want to do a sound test with them while they're still in proto form. I do know changes coming from this version are the lube, so I had to take some lube out. They were B-Sun splooged all over. And I know they're changing the spring weight. They're supposed to be a heavy tactile, but they're actually moving to a lighter double stage spring because they felt like the heavy spring that's in it currently drowned out the bump a little bit. And I do agree. I did play around with some spring swapping, and it seems like a little lighter of a spring did make the bump a little bit more pronounced. So take a look at them when they follow them on Keebs and Cable. But yeah, these are something coming in the future. I will say this. This isn't like me throwing shade or anything of that sort. They are advertised as obnoxiously loud, and I do not think they are obnoxiously loud. I honestly don't think they're that loud at all. But if they were not advertised that way, I wouldn't kind of have the feelings I do about the sound, and I would just say like, oh, they're a little deep, thocky, marbly, but because they kind of advertise them as obnoxiously loud, I'm a little disappointed currently. But I'm still going to buy them when they come out. I think what they're trying is worth merit. If you look them up, they're kind of doing a little hollow point to the stem to try to make like a cupping sound as the stem hits the bottom housing. But yeah, they're good. Yeah, that factory lube was gnarly. Like, if you saw how they looked, it was just like they just took the stem, dipped it in a vat of lube, put it in the housing. Okay, just had to make sure, look back, because some Matrix boards don't have, like the My 2K had this section, but that part was covered. So if you put switches there and went to build it, you were, it wasn't going to close. So I just had to look back, make sure this thing was not covering any keys, and it's not. How's everyone's week? If you're not aware, I just had a little girl 10 days ago. Became a dad for the first time. It was not the lube, because actually they came with instructions on exactly what they wanted me to do to make the lube more like the near, final. So yeah, they did sound a little bit more muted. I tried a sound test with them just straight up, and then did the changes that they requested. But like I said, they are advertised as obnoxiously loud, and I just think that's just the material. That's just the problem. I don't think they're as loud as the Nanas, for example. you. Yeah, she's going to be cutting into my my board purchasing and whiskey purchasing and travel and other hobbies. But, you know, Faraz, I got your board before all that happened, so. That's kind of how I feel, but it feels to me from my conversations like they may be close to near final. So I feel like if they're going to go back to the drawing board and change like material, who knows when it'll come out. But personally, I think if you're saying that they're obnoxiously loud, that you should. But, you know. I'm just one man with my own opinion. Yeah, it's awesome already. Man, I just find myself just sitting there, just staring at her, like, what the hell's going on here? I have a little tiny human that I need to take care of that's just looking at me. And since she's, you know, a few days old, they can barely see. So she just sees like a blurry brown blob of a thing that she has no clue what it is. And I just can't wait to show her stuff, take her around, travel, buy her stuff, dress up. I don't care what it is, man. I'm melting already. Hold on one second. How's everything sound? I'm trying Streamlabs desktop today. It's my first time streaming with this. I was using OBS last time, which was a little bit more simpler, but this had a little more options, and it's able to simultaneously stream to YouTube. So I'm streaming to YouTube right now, I believe. I haven't actually logged in and checked. Excellent. Faraz, I want to just mention that, dude, I really, really, really love how you do your updates for the Hope. Um, it's just like, it's not oversharing, in my opinion. I think getting that type of information, constant communication, and the thought process behind your design and where we are is pretty cool, because it's frustrating in this community a lot of times where you're sitting there and you're like, man, you know, this board was supposed to come out, you know, this quarter, and no one said a damn thing. So what's going on? If you're wondering what I'm doing, generally when I put a switch in, I take just a quick look to make sure that the pins line up before I put it in. It's just a little thing I do. But yeah. This right here is my hello, my favorite switches badge. Currently, still the Type R, Firecracker, and Black Cats. And also, if you guys are not aware, 84 is my number. I try to get everything in 84. This is the, key machine, the Orbot, 84 out of 100. Had to do it. So, keycaps. I am probably going to go with these. It's this Key Kobo set that was some, I forget. I think it was a Chinese exclusive or something. A few of us got it. Key Kobo Makima. I think it's... Oh, of course. Absolutely got the plus 84. Yeah. That was calling my name. There was no way I was going to miss out on that one. Oh, I like how it sounds already. This may be a quick stream. Okay. Let me grab this board. These are the HMX Sorrow V2s currently. If they sound really, really good, I may not try anything else. I also had the Wingtree Purple Tees. I had the B-Sun Nanas. I had the Icy Ice Mango Berries. And I was also going to potentially try the Wave Rider V2s from HMX. So we'll do these ones first. And we'll see here. Before I put the screws in, let me plug her in. Oof, stop that. Okay. All right, seems like it worked. Let's go to keyboard tester. Yep, all keys looking good. Cool. I'm going to unplug this one. And let's put the screws in. again. My next stream, hopefully, it may not, I don't think it's going to arrive by next Friday, but I have another red board coming in, the Corsa red copper, or red with copper bottom weight. My first Rukia board. It was a 20-person commission that I got in. And yeah, I'm excited for that because I hear really, really good things about Rukia's stuff. So, all right, let's open up this set. Ooh, red Lara Jane. Oof. That is going to be nice. Okay. If this set doesn't feel like it's gonna work, I may switch to the only other kind of set that I have. I don't know, Vice. You tell me. Yes, I'll give Vice the credit. She was the one that alerted me of this set. And I got it off Superbuy. Okay. Yeah. Grab you. Let's see. I will start with the normal stuff. This board does seem super flexy. A lot more flexible than my 2K. Vice, how's my dude doing? You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, super bouncy. What up, homie? So, you know, my camera is making it a little bit more red than it actually is. It's not this bright. It's more of like a coated red, has little sparkles in it as well. It is definitely not as red as it's coming out on stream, I'll tell you that. But back to what you said a little bit ago, Valk. You know what color's kind of been in for me, and I need to stop myself because I've bought several of them. It's green. Like, I find myself being drawn to green boards. Okay, so do I want to do... So, you know what? I think... Nope. I think I'm going to do a novelty here. Put that back. Let me grab the nice one. Okay, yep. All right. So far, I'm happy with how it looks. I say that I've been into green boards, but Faraz, I did not get the hope in green. I was close to doing it, but I was like, dude, I bought too many green boards. Like, this chill age. Come on. You know, I didn't get that board in seafoam green either. The Lumen. It's like, dude, I just had to, stop. It's getting close to buying too many like green boards. Yeah, damn, this boy is a bouncy mofo. It was hard to tell, but I mean, even my F18X is green. So the green brown. Actually had it re-cerakoted because I had dropped my my switch puller, and it just perfectly hit the edge. Somehow hit my wrist rest, hit the edge, bounced a couple times, just crushed the ano. So I looked up a spot locally and had a place that did it. And they looked at me weird because they had never done a keyboard before. When I said keyboard, they thought I was talking about like a piano, and said they don't think they can, they have the space for it. And I said, oh, you think I'm talking about like a keyboard? I'm like, dude, no. It was a little expensive because they only have like single part pricing, and technically the top was a single piece. So probably won't use them again because it was kind of expensive. 'Cause they're used to doing guns at that place. So Hey, yes, sir. Thank you. Bro, I'm kind of kind of a vape whore. So that's my case. I have I have a drawer of vape watch bands. Like, um, I have some more upstairs since I don't have my watch on. I have a vape band on it currently, and I got. I'm a whore for their sunglasses as well. This was a collab between Mastermind and Bape. They're not. Are they in here? No, these are just some Versace's that I got in here for the moment. But they are. Oh yeah, this is a pair. Some Bape sunglasses. Where's the other pair? Here. I like using their Versace cases because they're hard. But these are the Bape Mastermind. They kind of have both of their logos on it. These are like by far my favorite sunglasses. Yeah, I have a problem. All right, back to it. Got me sidetracked, man. All right. Woo-hoo. I like it. I think this set works. I was not so sure. I was waiting to see the red, and I think it rocks. I think it works. All right. Let me check the packaging real quick on something. So, like the My 2K used a very similar mounting style, but it was an FR4 piece, and the plate kind of mounted onto that. I forget what they call their mounting solution for this, but you had the ability to change the orientation, and it does not seem like it's extra feet. Gloss decorative parts. Yep, beryllium copper. Okay. Let's take the F1 out. let's put in the Carnival. Okay. Damn, that does look good. Hold on. Let me get my wrist rest here. Kind of a low typing angle. Yeah, you know, I wish they did a real just Windows keyless or Windows key version. I think most people that know me know I absolutely detest Windows keyless. It has nothing to do with the key missing. It's the look. Like, I absolutely hate it. I think it looks weird. I don't like it at all. I will take any protos, though, that are Windows keyless and build them happily. But to own, it's never going to happen. So, let me monkey type this boy up. Sorry, putting my mic kind of where I'll put it in the same spot where I do my sound tests. And sorry it's blocking your view, but we're going to see how this sounds here. Yeah. I'm thinking I may put the case foam back in. This one. Sounding a little hollow to me. The alphas sound fine to me. Let's do something here. I'm going to humor myself. Let's try this here. Yeah, that space bar is not great. I'm going to try let me move this out the way for a second. Back to where it was. I want to try their stabilizer. And also, if, yeah, that space bar is not doing it for me. Let me see if come on out. Damn. All right, you know what? Instead of doing that, I got an idea here. Let me unplug you. Yeah, spacebar needs work. What's going on, Shark? Happy Friday. All right, let's see here. That one left. So, Shark, if you just joined, Spacebar was kind of ass. So, I got an idea. I'm going to put this foam back in. Everything is in. It is, what the, let me, I wrote it down in my Excel document of keyboards. It is, they call it a bottom mount gasket. So let me get the extras out of the case. If this thing would open. So it's essentially this that it's sitting on. It's their beryllium copper parts, they call them. And so the plate kind of sits on a little like suspension cushion. Those all line up. 4 screws is nice. Let's try that again. If that doesn't work, I'm going to try, as I said, the case foam. Yeah. Sorry, bruh. All right. Yeah, I even have bait bag here with a bunch of shit from Japan. in here. Oh yeah, I never took this out. I'm probably going to put this on my daughter's diaper bag. That's still in there. I know I got some other, there's some other stuff lurking around from Babe. Oh yeah. Keychain that I still haven't opened yet. Bags and shit. Yep. Okay, let's go back to the board. You guys get me sidetracked when you talk about vape or whiskey or firearms. So let's go back and do another typing test. Where did my cord go? Sorry about this, but I would like to keep consistency with my sound tests. That's why I always use the F18X V2, and I always do it from this position. So let's try this again. Okay, that spacebar got significantly better with that foam under it. It seemed like it was like a hollow, I don't know what it, that sounded really bad. It does not anymore. What do y'all think? Yeah, so going back for people that just joined, removed all the foam. It only has the pet pad to prevent any shorting, and the spacebar, because I'm using aluminum plate, spacebar sounded really bad, so I actually put the little piece of foam that would have been under the spacebar back in, and that seems to have rectified the sound that I did not like. Let's try the purple teas. Let's try that in a few of them just to see here real quick. I may not do the whole board again unless you guys want to hear it, but I'm gonna do a few, and I'll do the space bar as well. These are HMX Saru V2s currently. And the keycap is Kikobo Makima. I'm going to try some Wing Tree purple tees in some of the alphas and the spacebar, just to see if it's worth considering for the whole build. Alright, so these 5 are the purple tees, and that's the Saru. So let's Saru, 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 purple, Saru, and here's the purple tee spacebar. I don't think I like that spacebar versus the Saru spacebar. Yeah, it feels like it's slapping down, and yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, don't like that in the spacebar at all. Yeah. We can try the Wave Riders in the spacebar. I just want to see, have a couple different options. Is it the spacebar does not like switches that are closer to full travel? Because this the Wave Riders, I thought, also sounded like shit in there. I'm going to try the Nanas, which I don't think are close to full travel. I forget. That sounds way better than the purple tees or the Wave Riders. Yeah, that's a solid spacebar. Not my favorite spacebar, but that's my theory may be correct. It may be full travel sounds like shit on the spacebar in this board. And we'll try the Icy Ice Mango Berry. Yeah, I'm going to, I think the Sarus were the best option off rip. I think the Sarus were the way to go in this board. What do y'all think? it's a clackier space bar, but it doesn't sound like shit like the like the Wave Riders and the Purple Tees did. But man, I thought that was bad. That was okay. Note to self: no full travel switches in the spacebar of the Carnival. And I quite like the Purple Tees. Like, I got these in a couple days ago, and I think they sound and feel really, really good. Like, I'm not usually a light tactile guy, but I fuck with them heavy. Yeah, I think we picked the I think we picked the perfect build off the jump. So I'm gonna go back to the stars. I don't think it needs rebuilt. I think it's a 1.6 in this one, actually. I'm not 100% sure. Or maybe the solder was 1.6 and the hot slide. I think this may be one of the first Matrix boards from factory that's 1.6, but I could be wrong. Let's see. Here's the top for you. And you were the top for that. And you. All right, let's go over the board real quick. Get this out of the way. Does this stuff actually do anything? Does not look like it does shit. That's not a button. That's not a touch button at all. I will say, the using Streamlabs, I'm way far behind. Like my the stuff that I'm saying versus what I'm doing on stream is a lot further behind than when I was using OBS. Wait a minute, why is it only doing 720p? Interesting. I need to mess with this this software for the next stream. Gotcha. I was checking out their Notion right now. Carnival. Yeah. Yeah, I'm taking a look at their Notion myself. Where? I'm not seeing where it's saying 1.2. Front glass panels magnetically attached. Yeah. It's in a weird chart. Huh. Oh, well, I'll take your word for it. Whatever. Oh, yeah. High refresh, hot swap, PCB supported maximum thickness of 1.2. No RGB backlighting. See, there it is. Yep. All right. Well, this is the Matrix Carnival. And yeah. Yep. Give you a little overview again, one last time before we finish the stream. Take these off. Take all these off. Hopefully, like I said, I don't think I'll be streaming next Friday. I don't think my next board will be here, the red Corsa. But that will probably be my next stream. And then at some point in time, I'm supposed to be getting the Eclipse prototype and that should be a decently long stream because I plan on building it with 5 or 6 different tactiles and just going through its paces with sound and seeing how it sounds with each build. So yeah, that's probably going to be the next thing that's on the docket. So maybe I'm also supposed to be getting the numpad, the Hermes numpad prototype as well, to stream. So I don't know if that'll be the same stream as the Eclipse or if it'll be a separate one. If it's just a numpad stream, maybe I'll, rebuild another board or something like that at that time. But yeah, that's all I got for today. I think it's done. I think it looks good. I think the Saru V2s were the perfect pick, the perfect match. I like the set with this board. I'm going to go in and try to play around with some of the settings and some of the lighting. Seems like they say this comes off. Oh. Hold on. Doesn't just come off. I need to put it on. Come on. Yeah, I need to figure out more places to post where I'm gonna stream and when. Like, this wasn't necessarily last minute. I had planned on, as long as this board came in today. Dude, I'm about to rip this thing open. But then I saw Volk was streaming, so I kind of didn't want to, do it at the same time and, cannibalize any viewers. So I decided to just go straight after him. So I didn't necessarily have like a time that I could have advertised beforehand. Yeah. There we go. Ooh, that looks cool with the dark glass. That looks real cool. All right. You know, for Oz, if you want, you know, I'll do a build stream of the Hope. And also anybody, you know, if you want to hit me up, if you want, I will build anybody's board. I just love building. That's my favorite thing. So I don't give a damn. You want me, you know, send me your board, send me your stabilizers. I'll lube all of them. I'll put it all together. You don't have to charge me a goddamn thing. I'll, you know, just, yeah, it's all good. So if you contact me on Discord, if you want to set something up, I'm perfectly happy to do any of that stuff for free. I just love it. And it gives me, you know, more opportunity to do a build stream. So, yeah, no charge. So, peace out. Hope to see you guys next week with a couple things. If not, it'll be the week after that. Peace out.